Hello, and this is Kai Tran from At Your Service. I am going to teach you today how to wrap a gift. What you're going to need is your wrapping paper, tape, your gift. Definitely need your trusty scissors, and to finish it off, a bow. I like to use a recycling bin. If you don't have one, you can definitely use your trash can. This is just to get rid of the little snippets or like little trimmings from your wrapping paper. Alright, that is everything, and we will get started. Alright folks, to get us started with our gift wrapping, we need to make sure we have a clean working environment. So let me clear off my things. I'm going to keep out the wrapping paper and the gift. So, let's start unraveling the gift wrap. And I'm going to set the gift down to prevent it from rolling away or curling up. I'm going to do a little bit of measurement, see how much wrapping paper we need to use. So what's cool about the wrapping paper I have, it has lines on there. If you do find wrapping paper like that, it will definitely be very helpful for when you're wrapping gifts, especially like gifts with straight edges. But if you don't find wrapping paper like that, that is absolutely okay. But as I was showing, I'm just using one hand here, I was lining up the present and the gift wrap to the edge of the box. Now that we have all the edges measured out, I'm going to do the same on this side real quick. Doesn't have to be perfect, because guess what? We're going to fold off all the edges. So I'm going to start cutting. If you got super nice sharp scissors, sometimes you can glide it all the way across. Unfortunately I don't, so I'm going to do it the manual way and just trim, shred, cut, cut, cut. Okay, now I have an idea of how I want to cut my paper. I'll take my gift off and finish off cutting the rest of it. Okay, now we can move our wrapping paper aside. Make sure you have your tape and scissors on hand. I'm going to put the gift back onto the wrapping paper. So what I like to do, just so I can have a rough estimate and a rough idea of how I want to wrap my present, I'm going to fold over the end flap here. Okay, it looks like it's covering the gift about, I'd say 3/4 of the way. What I'm gonna do now is gonna fold up about 1 inch on the edge, and it just gives you that crispy edge to any bad cutting job, especially like mine. So it gives it that nice pristine smooth edge. Now I'm going to fold it over the gift. Okay. You can do this. I like to do this so the gift wrapping paper isn't moving and sliding all over the place. I'm putting a piece of tape down to hold it in place. I'm going to now flip over the wrapping paper onto the gift. So this gives me an idea how much wrapping paper is left that I need. So I'd say about 3/4. I'm going to cut it right about here. If you have a pen on hand, you can definitely make these markings. I prefer to just do it the manual way and do the folding over the product, so it gives me an idea by eye. Like I said, everything does not have to be perfect. Okay, so now I'm pushing up the product. Make sure it's pushed up against the edges here. I'm going to fold once again 1 inch of the flap, and I'm going to fold it over the present. Get my piece of tape ready. I have one hand holding the flap. And put the piece of tape down. Wonderful. So now we have 2 sides of the present left to do. So what I'm gonna do here is push this flap downwards, the flap that has the creases. We're gonna push it downwards. So now what I'm gonna do is push the flaps downwards on the crease side. Okay. And then I like to even out the edges here, just give it that smooth crease. And then you crease it down. Same with the opposite side. Okay. So now you're gonna see that there's these smooth edges on both sides. And now we're gonna push in the flaps on the sides. Do a nice crease. Okay, so now you're gonna see a little triangle flap left over there, a little lip of the present. And what we're gonna do is we're gonna fold that triangle upwards to the crease or to the edge of the present. You're gonna fold that, crease that, get your piece of tape ready, and we are going to tape that flap shut. And that's how you get one of the edges taped down. You're going to repeat this same process on the other side. So let's do this again. And I prefer this method because it's quicker for me when I have a lot of gifts. And if they're box gifts, it makes this process much faster. Fold the edge. Okay. And we're going to get our tape. Tape it down. And there you have it. You have a wrapped gift. Last but not least, remember that bow? Now, on the back of this bow, there is an adhesive piece of paper. That's where the sticky part's going to be. Don't rip off the staple part. That's what's holding the bow together. So we're going to rip that paper all the way around. Doesn't have to be perfect. There we go. If you want to spice it up, put it on the corner of your gift, maybe on the bottom corner. But I like to put it right in the middle of the gift. I put my finger in the middle of the bow and push down on the adhesive. And there you have it. You have a beautifully wrapped gift for the holidays. Let's not forget, we need to put away our items that we use for gift wrapping today. So put these away in your drawers. Put your gift wrap away in the cabinet or wherever you may store it. And if you have any leftover gift wrapping paper, so something of this size, if you have a present of this size, this gift wrap, this leftover piece could be reused for another gift. I don't have another gift of this size, so unfortunately I'm gonna have to recycle this piece of paper, or if you have little trimmings that can go in our handy dandy recycling bin. Once again, this is Kai Tram at your service, teaching you how to wrap a gift. We at Your Service hope that you all have a wonderful holiday season.